assembly. This is the first time in 3 years as the principal here that I've got to experience this. So this is awesome. I do want to talk for just a moment. You guys, first of all, 6th grade, and you're doing exactly what I was hoping you would do. You're listening to me. Okay. What we hope over the course of the next few years now is when we get together with assemblies, we're gonna have all kinds of different assemblies. Some of them are gonna be raucous and it's loud and they're laughing and cheering and screaming and all of that. That's not what this type of assembly is. Okay, today's assembly, this is a concert assembly. And so we'd ask that you sit there and listen. Okay, don't really want you tapping and trying to keep the beat and all that. Just enjoy these amazing musicians. Okay, need to wait till the music is done before we clap. Okay, because we're stationed, right? We can do what is appropriate because that's what we do here at the school. Okay. We can also ask when we're done, don't just flat wait for your teacher. Okay, so that we can all do this together in an organized manner, and it's nice to say. For our 7th and our 8th graders, hello, you guys are upstairs. We're so glad that you joined us. You will be coming down at some point too for assemblies. We'll work through that. But hey, we've got amazing kids, incredibly talented musicians. I just absolutely love them. Coming and listening to them. Some days I actually go up into the music rooms and just sit there and listen. It's that good. Okay. So I think some of them may be excited, but also a little nervous to play in front of their peers, their friends, you. Okay, so we're excited. Mr. Duggan, thank you so very much for this. You do such a great job with these kids. Could we give a nice round of applause for Mr. Duggan?
Thank you, students, for trying to work really hard to perform for you today. So we're looking forward to playing some of the music that we played last night for our family and friends. So this is the abbreviated version of the concert they did last night. So we're going to start off the concert actually with a trivia question. There's trivia questions for those students that are in the classroom today, 7th and 8th graders. And here's the first trivia question. I'm going to have a student from the 6th grade orchestra come on up and read the question for you. If 6th graders here, you can try and think of what the answer is.
The strings on the instrument you hear today are made of steel. Steel strings were introduced to the violin during World War II when certain steel materials were scarce. Before steel strings were used, they were made from intestines of what animal? A, pig, B, sheep, C, chicken, or D, cat?
That was our first song called String Explosion with the 6th grade orchestra. We're gonna play 2 more pieces for you, both holiday tunes. First one is called Christmas Fiddlers in the Hall, followed by Bells and Buccaneers. So a little holiday music for you. I'm going to invite the 7th grade orchestra to come on up. 6th grade, break yourself in. All right, our next piece is first piece by the 7th grade. It's a piece called Secret Agent Sugar Plum, which is a mix between the Nutcracker and 007. So Will here has a trivia question for us about 007.
You will now hear a 7th grade orchestra perform a piece titled Secret Agent Sugar Plum. This piece combines music from the Nutcracker with the James Bond movie soundtrack. The first James Bond movie came out in May of 1963, almost 60 years ago. Over the past 60 years, how many actors have played the role of James Bond? It's either 2, 4, 6, or 8.
Nice job, Will. Thank you. All right, for our next tune, we're going to invite our Oh, no, sorry, it's still seventh grade. This is called Holiday Hoedown, a medley of different Christmas. All right, now we're going to have our eighth grade come up and join us. We're going to play a piece called The Highlights from Harry Potter. And this is something we call the Symphony Orchestra. So if you're going to go to the Chicago Symphony, you would most likely see this, where you have the strings and the brass and percussion and woodwinds and all the different instruments playing together. And I'm going to invite eighth grade student Giselle, come on up, and it's a trivia question about the piece you're about to hear.
You will now hear a piece titled Highlights from Harry Potter, composed by John Williams. John Williams is without a doubt one of the most notable composers of our time. He has composed music for over 75 films and continues to write movie scores to this day. Which one of the following movies did John Williams not write music for? A. Star Wars. B. Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark. C. Home Alone. D. Spider-Man. The Johns.
I'll give you the answers at the end of the assembly. We have one more to play for you today, and that is just the 8th grade orchestra, so 7th grade, if you would just have a seat over there. A couple of thank yous, Mr. Sorsky and the band students for joining us today. Thank you for your help. We have one more trivia question here about the next tune. Oh, we have a special guest playing with us today. Is Miss Tish in the house? There she is. All right, Miss Tish is going to play Sleigh Bells. The next tune is Let It Snow. A lot of you know this one. And come on up, Elliot.
For our final piece of the day is the 8th grade orchestra will perform Let It Snow. This piece was composed in 1945 by Julius Van and what's the reason composers wrote this piece? A, they were hoping for a white Christmas. B, they composed the song during a heat wave and wishing for colder conditions. C, they wanted to build a snowman. And D, the kids wanted a day off from school.
Hey, Mr. Duggan and Ellie, can you read it one more time for the folks at home?
Oh, sure.
Just the question. Into the mic. Just the question and the answers.
So what was the reason the composers wrote this piece? A, they were hoping for a white Christmas. B, they composed the song during a heat wave and were wishing for colder conditions. C, they wanted to build a snowman. And D, the kids wanted a day off from school.
All right, thank you. You have a fantastic audience. I really appreciate it. And I know the students appreciate it too for all your attention. Here are the answers. So, they used sheep and test for strength, believe it or not. Long ago, for these instruments, and they would break all the time. So still are much better, they didn't break as much. Let's see, the second one was, there were 6 different actors over the last 50 years who played the James Bond role. 6 different actors. And then we had, Harry Potter. The one movie that he didn't write for was Spider-Man. Not too bad. But all the other ones did. And then the final one, the reason why they wrote Let It Snow, this last piece, is because they wrote it in the summer. It was very hot out, and they were hoping for cold weather. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed the concert, and I'm going to give it off to our teachers, listen to the teachers, or which way you're going to exit the gym. Thank you.